Hi, it's Jeff Calliguire. I really believe that it's possible to change your life and move from a place where you're stuck or stagnant to where you're thriving and growing, but it's going to involve some of the habits that I'm going to talk about in these next few sessions. And today I want to bring you this habit called gain clarity. And it's when you feel like you're lacking it, you're lacking direction, you're lacking a sense of focus, and there's ways to have habits in your life that are going to help you really gain clarity. You ever had one of those dreams that repeats over and over again in your life? Well, my repeating dream was this: driving in a car and I forgot my contacts or my glasses, and everything is blurry, everything is fuzzy, and I'm still driving fast, but I feel anxious, out of control, and I'm really worried about my security or those who are driving with me. Well, that's what I feel like happens to people who don't practice this concept of gaining clarity. And it can either happen in a big picture where you don't have a big picture clarity for your life, or you don't have clarity for today or this week or this month. And the words and the vocabulary when you lack clarity are things like scattered, unfocused, stagnant, unclear, I'm confused. I heard one woman say she was a hot mess. And it all goes back to this sense of I'm not heading in a direction that I feel good about and confident in. In the Bible, there's a scripture back in Proverbs that says, where there is no vision, people perish. It's Proverbs 29:18. Where there's no vision, people perish. Another way it's translated is they cast off constraint. They don't have a sense of all being going somewhere. Last night I was with a newborn baby who needed to be swaddled, and my wife and I were kidding, that sometimes we just feel like as adults we need to be swaddled. But vision is kind of like the swaddling of life. It gives you a way to move forward with clarity and not feel like you're flailing, not feel like you're trying this and trying that. And then you get to say no to the right things, which may even be more important than what you say yes to. So I want to share with you some thoughts and questions that you might ask yourself to get clarity, first in the big picture, but they also apply really to every day. And then I want to share with you my own vision, mission, purpose statement as it relates to it. So the first question is, what matters to you? What matters to you? And if you bring that down, it's really what your values are. It's what you care about. And so in this that I have on my credenza, I have something I see every day that tells me what my values are. So family, spirituality, creativity, meaningful work, flexibility, health and nature. And so that helps me determine, okay, what matters to me now so that I don't start doing things that I don't care about. So yesterday I spent the whole morning with my son because family was an important value to me. And you think I should know that would be, but sometimes we need to remember that in all the things calling for our attention, family might be most important at that time. So what's most important to you? What matters? The second thing is, what can you do? What can you do? And that really comes to what's your mission? I work with people who are getting ready to retire, and what I want for them is to be able to have something they can do for the rest of their life that they actually don't really need to retire from. They can just kind of change gears, but not move into something that's all new. So my mission that I'll never retire from is unlocking people to discover and engage their purpose. So is this video connected to that? Well, I hope so. The third question is then, why will you do it? Why? Simon Sinek, one of the most incredible TED Talks. If you haven't heard it, listen to Simon Sinek on YouTube. You can look it up on the power of why. Well, purpose is your why. It's the bigger picture of why I'm going to do this, why I'm going to care, and it gets down to really your heart, your passion. So my purpose is people in every sphere of society thrive as they experience the power of purpose and love using their best gifts to make the world a better place. And that's what I do over and over, whether I'm involved in financial issues or involved in my coaching. It's all about helping people find their purpose and live into it. Okay, so what's your why? In a given situation, do you know the bigger why behind it? And then fourth, what do you see happening as a result of you doing this? It's like you set intentions, whether you're showing up in your life or showing up today. This is what I want to happen. This is the atmosphere I want to create. This is the emotional sense that I want to feel. And why, what do you see happening? What's the vision? So my big picture vision is there's a network of community of purpose-driven thinkers, leaders, and coaches collaborating to equip others to carry out the work of unlocking people to discover and engage their purpose in every sphere of society. And that's made me realize I need to turn to equipping other people to engage their purpose and build them in community. So that's part of, finding what it is that's a why that's going to make you want to get up in the morning. I mean, sometimes purpose is really what gets you going. And then fifth, what are the gifts you have to work with? What do you have? What are your main resources, starting with what's inside of you? And for me, I put that on the bottom, my gifts to innovate, envision, launch, connect, write, speak, and coach. And I can use those things as I move forward. So I would encourage you, if you've never written those things down and worked through that process, it is life-changing and it's really focusing. So this is about gaining clarity. So then take that to the everyday. In an everyday, ask yourself, what matters most today? Or second, what will you do? What's the mission for today? Number three, why? Why will you do it? What's the purpose? Fourth, what outcomes do you see happening? What's the intention? And then fifth, what gifts will you work with? Winston Churchill said, the empires of the future are the empires of the mind. And so what you're creating right now in your own mind is what's going to catapult you into the future with clarity, and then you'll have confidence, and then you'll see results. But it starts with this number one transformational habit of gain clarity. Go to jeffcalaguar.com for more on this subject. Love to hear from you. Love to hear your thoughts or connect with you personally. And hope you guys have a great day gaining clarity. God bless you.